Oh my god, Justin is going to kill me!
Chester Hunt was terrified of Justin. He had let his son Pete run off to get pizza, and Justin was not happy. When Chester finally found Justin and Pete, he stopped in his tracks, shocked. Cherry was crying her eyes out. Justin, thinking that she was Pete, had told her that he was his father, and she has to listen to him.
Pete, stop crying. Everybody is looking at us. You're causing a scene.
Are you really my daddy?
Yes, Pete.
Justin couldn't understand why his usually vapid and quiet son was suddenly animated and bawling like a toddler. He was completely oblivious to Cherry's emotions. Ever since she was little, she had yearned for her father. And now that Justin had appeared before her, she couldn't help but cry.
Daddy, please don't go anywhere. Let's have dinner together.
All right. Just stop crying.
Justin agreed to Cherry's request, and Chester joined in too. The two brothers looked at Cherry in surprise as she talked rampantly and devoured the food in front of her.
Has Pete got a personality transplant?
Yes. Let's go meet Mommy now.
What are you saying, Pete? Your mommy isn't here.
What do you mean? She's right there.
Cherry pointed to the table far behind her, where Nora was seated with Pete. Justin's glance moved towards Nora's face. He noticed the child in front of her, but since he had his back towards Justin, he didn't know it was Pete. Justin was automatically annoyed.
Pete, that's not your mother.
She is. That's my mommy. If you don't recognize my mommy, you're not my father.
Pete, what is this behavior? That woman is not your mother. Say, did you come down here with her?
Of course. Who else would I come with?
Cherry gave Justin a puzzled look. Justin was now 100% convinced that Nora wanted to get close to him through Pete.
Pete, you are not to see her again. You should not indulge women, especially the pretty ones.
But imagine how good you would look together, Daddy.
Let's leave, Pete.
None of Justin's words made sense to Cherry. Meanwhile, at the other table, Nora was just as puzzled as Justin at her daughter's behavior. Cherry was always jabbering, but this evening she seemed quiet and somber. Nora assumed that Cherry was upset about dragging her away from her games. Are you okay, baby? Do you want anything more to eat?
Can I please get another piece of cake?
You are very well-mannered today. Of course you may get cake. An elated Pete walked up to the bakery to pick up his treat. Meanwhile, Cherry sneaked away from Justin and Chester while they were collecting their coats and rushed to her mom. A startled Justin started looking around the restaurant for his son and spotted him.
Stop running away, Pete.
Dad,
Enough. It's getting late. We need to go.
As Justin dragged Pete away, Cherry excitedly narrated her night's events to Nora.
Mom, you won't believe who I met tonight.
You seem back to normal. Whom did you meet?
Dad.
Cherry, we have been through this before. You do not have a dad.
But Mom.
Nora didn't pay any heed to any of Cherry's claims. She was used to Cherry asking for her father and brother now and then. How could Nora tackle questions that she didn't know the answers to? As the mother and daughter prepared to turn in for the night, they were interrupted by the doorbell.
You are Miss Nora Smith, aren't you?
Yes. Who are you?
I am Chester Hunt, Justin's brother. We would like you to move out of this presidential suite.
What? Why should I move out of this suite that I paid a handsome price for?
Miss Smith, there is no need to get angry. As you might know, we Hunts own this hotel, and we will reimburse you with double of whatever you have paid.
Are you trying to buy me off? After the events at the restaurant that evening, Justin sent his brother Chester to persuade Nora out of the presidential suite next to his.
I am trying to cut you some slack here, Miss Smith. You need to cooperate with me, or I would have to send in the security.
How can you expect me to just move out without any explanation? And that too, at this hour of the night?
Miss Smith, we are only asking you to move out of the presidential suite. As for the reason why, my brother simply doesn't want you near his son. He knows that you are trying to seduce him. It is best if you move out on your own to another room.
I am curious. How have I tried to seduce him?
For starters, you spent a ton of money to stay right next to him so that you could take advantage of the proximity. You've managed to get close to Pete, but he's a child. We are not that stupid. We've looked into you. Your fiancé broke off your engagement, and you were unmarried when you gave birth. What makes a woman like you think you're worthy of my brother?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You seem to know a lot about me. So tell me, who is worthy to stay here then?
Of course, it is reserved for special guests like Dr. Athena, who will be moving here once you leave.
Surprised to hear her pseudonym, Nora quickly realized that Justin was keeping tabs on her and cut short her conversation with Chester. All right then, send someone to help us with the switch. Nora, Cherry, and Cherry's nanny, Mrs. Lewis, moved to a room on the floor beneath. Once the coast was clear, Nora made a quick call to her hacker friend, Solo. Solo, is Justin aware of my location?
Yes, he has also managed to get your picture.
What?
Worry not. It's a picture that was taken during one of your surgeries, so only your eyes are visible.
Phew, that was close. Do whatever you need to protect my identity. Tighten the security.
On it.
It was a close call for Nora, as Justin's team had narrowed down on her precise location. However, Solo took her off the grid in time. Justin was annoyed to learn that Athena had escaped him once again. Meanwhile, Anthony was back at the hotel to meet Nora. But this time, he had an elaborate plan.
Dwarf, everything has to be perfect for tonight. I want to sweep her off her feet. So don't screw this up.
Yes, sir.
While Anthony worked vehemently to make sure that everything was right, he was unaware of being followed by Angela, who grew suspicious of him when he started avoiding her in the last few days.
Oh my god, he was just planning to propose to me. I can't believe I misunderstood him. He really does love me.
Little did Angela know that Anthony was planning to propose to Nora, and that he had called his friends to witness the event too. Unsuspecting and excited, Angela turned to leave. As she left the hotel bar, she saw Nora at the reception and decided to mess with her.
Well, 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 look who it is.
You again?
Which rich guy are you planning to seduce today?
You must have forgotten the slap that I gave you. Need I remind you again of how it feels?
Shut it, Nora!
Nora walked past Angela, ignoring her. An irked Angela wanted to teach Nora a lesson, so she used the weapon that she knew would bring Nora down.
I know where your son is. If you want him, come to the bar tonight at 8 p.m.
Hearing this, Nora stopped in her tracks. She was livid. You better not be joking.
So, you are coming.
I will be there. This better not be a game.
You are in for a surprise, sis.
Angela, who thought that the party was for her, planned to humiliate Nora and gloat in front of all her friends. What transpires at the party? Does Anthony discover Nora's true identity?
Hi, Nora here. If you are wondering what happens next, then download the Pocket FM app and listen to the exciting episodes of Saving Nora Now with the link in the description.